Spirit Medium Laura, your host of this radio show. I've been channeling spirit for over 30 years and recently was chosen for the 2014 book, 100 Top Psychics in America. Here's how to LOVE love your readings on this radio show. L is for let spirit lead. O is for only one question or connection per caller. V is for validate all advice of a licensed professional. And E is for enjoy the show. Stay tuned for additional announcements.
Hi, everybody. This is Spirit Medium Laura, and Susie B. will be talking to you in the background. I'll have her on in a moment to say hello. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. It might be a little quieter day than usual, as it is the middle of the summer, and well, things have been a little quiet on the radio shows. It all depends. Monday night was jammed again, and my business is very busy, but, kind of sleepy time now, the summer, which is a wonderful time of year. So I just want to remind everybody that this is an all-mediumship show. That means I focus in on connecting with your loved ones who have transitioned to the world of spirit. The website, the show goes an hour in length. This is about 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and it will end in about an hour from now. And about 15 or 10 minutes into the show, I will start to work with you directly. But before that, I'll have announcements and an inspiration, if you will. And I want to thank everybody for coming here today to experience something. Sometimes we take this all for granted, like it's a game or it's, an entertainment. And I know that legally a lot of mediums put down on their websites or when they're doing a radio show, it's entertainment only. But I don't look at it that way. I mean, it is entertaining, yes, but it's a healing. It really is for healing. So if anyone tunes into the show and wants to be read for entertainment, please ask again that you not do that. Okay. Please tune dial into the show if you would like to truly have a connection, if you need that, because it's really not ethical for me to be bringing in the same souls every week. And you know who you are that's listening. So the phone number to call in for sessions with me is area code 347-945-5849. And there is a website for this show which has a lot of goodies on it. One of which is watching a live feed of me doing the readings, which is not it's not very interesting. But some people might enjoy just seeing while they're also listening. So that is spiritmediumtv.com, number 2 on that page. Whew, getting a lot of energy from 713 that just dialed in. Hi, 713. Woo, there's a mail for you in spirit. Also, if you want to jump to the top of the reading queue, you just need to make a very small donation, which goes in part to help animals. Otherwise, just take a chance. I do get to people who are waiting in the phone queue who have not made a donation. I can't every show depending on how many people are here and how many people make donations. But if you do want to be ensured that you are taken, go to item 1B and make your donation on the website spiritmediumtv.com. There you also could join our training classes, and Monday nights I do that after my other show. There's another show for this particular channel on Blog Talk Radio, and on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Time I do psychic medium and psychic readings, meaning about your own life besides connecting to loved ones who've transitioned. That's 7 p.m. Eastern Time here on Blog Talk Radio. And then after that I run an intuitive playground, which goes from 8 p.m. Eastern Time to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's very inexpensive to join. There's a live lecture and exercises that I lead, and I might be switching this around a little bit and making it more like a proctor will implement it one of my people I've been working with for a while might be the facilitator of that class, and then I would also have another class, which I haven't talked to the facilitator yet, and I believe she is listening. The other class would be an ongoing development and business development circle for mediums, because I really love that. It's what I love to do. So that I would continue to run probably on Monday night, but let's see how this all pans out. Stay tuned for updates on that. If you have had a reading from me, I would really appreciate it if you would go to famouspsychicmediums.com and make a review of me there. I certainly have enough reviews on my website. On my website I have all these testimonials, and it's over between 200 and 300 of them. But I lost a year and a half of data, so if I had those there, I'd probably have around 400. But in any event, I have been nominated for famouspsychicmediums.com, which is a nice honor. I was already selected or featured in the book 100 Top Psychics in America, Psychics and Astrologers in America. But now I'm on famouspsychicmediums.com, and if you want to go there, look for Spirit Medium Laura and make a testimonial. That would be really nice. And so I'm jumping around a little bit. Please forgive me if I'm giving you vertigo. But I forgot to say that this coming Monday in the training class that I'll be doing, we will be doing Psychic Detective and Pet Mediumship. Yes, pets come in. If any of you ever wondered what happens to your pets or animals, if any of you are not vegetarian or what have you and think animals don't have souls, well, they do have souls. Or something's coming in and talking to me. Okay, clear as day. Yes, we can do pet mediumship, and yes, we can bring in evidence of our beloved animals that are also in the spirit world with our other loved ones, our human loved ones, and they seem to be side by side. Although, how do we really know any of this? Until we go there, as my mother said when she transitioned, the day she transitioned on December 3rd, 2004, during the day. And that night, I was awakened from a three-dimensional dream, which I'm going to talk about dreams in a moment. She was flying next to me in an astral state with an energy body. And she said to me, "Laura, you would never believe what it's like. It's nothing like you think it is." And then she went flying off. So basically, she was telling me that until you experience leaving your body and dying, so to speak, you will never know what it is really like from a human perspective, because all of our frames of reference are all physical. But using dreams to talk to loved ones in spirit is something that you can encourage. Okay, if you're dying, excuse the pun, to get messages from your loved ones in spirit, if you really, 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 really want to hear from them, what you can do is before retiring at night, before going to sleep, say a little prayer, about one hopefully connected emotionally to wanting. Say to your loved ones, "Please, I really need to speak with you. Please come in." And then create a dream diary or a dream journal. And upon awakening, within 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, not much longer than that, sit down, pen to pad, and make a note of anything you recall. If you're not recalling your dreams, this will help you start to remember your dreams. It may take a while. It all depends on you and who you are. It may take days, months, weeks. I don't really know. But you need to do the process for yourself to start remembering the dreams. We all dream. It's just remembering them that's a little tricky. And if you start to have a dialogue with your subconscious this way, the way of waiting to remember your dreams, you will start to open up that connection. Okay, so it's about 10 after the hour. I'm going to start now. I'm supposed to be reading for a Deborah. Oh, and Susie. Oh, there's Susie right there. I'll bring her in a moment. And Deborah. I don't know. Deborah is not there. Okay, let's go to Susie. Hello, Susie. How are you?
Okay, how are you doing, Laura?
I'm doing great, sweetheart. What's up? What's up? Hey.
Wonderful. Oh, I'm just chilling for right now. Slept in kind of again this morning and connected with Yolanda, which was very lovely. And it's a beautiful day, and I'm going to have a little bit of fun later on. I try to get that little personal time for myself.
Good.
Yesterday I had a very good radio show. We discussed the energy of Orion, and that was quite interesting because as I researched the topics, I'm growing and learning at the same time. So,
absolutely.
Spirit usually gives me Spirit usually gives me the topic, and that's what we explore.
Fascinating. You know, the other day I had somebody come to me for a session, and as I was in a light trance, all of a sudden they started telling him, he already knows he's an indigo, but they told me that he is a reptilian, extraterrestrial, incarnated on Earth, and that the reptilians are from the Orion galaxy, is it? I'm not sure what it is, but Orion.
Yes.
Okay. So I was thinking to myself, do 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 do, and they also said, his guides, they also said that if you are a reptilian, no, quite often indigos are incarnated aliens. They have some alien or extraterrestrial DNA, reptilian in particular. So I looked that up, and I found out there's things written about it, but who knows?
Yes, it's very interesting, and my friend Reverend James, he actually brings in his guide, and his guide's name is Aki, and he's from 12th dimensional Lyra, and that is also connected with Orion as well. So
interesting.
It's quite interesting, and you know something. There are beings and connections, spirit connections that go on beyond our own universe, which really just blows my mind.
Oh yes.
I mean, because our universe is infinite to us, and to think that that the real higher up spiritual beings are beyond that is just you can't even wrap your mind around that one.
You know what's hard for me to wrap my mind around is that this is the only universe. In other words, when I was a teenager, I used to have out-of-body experiences. I like to meditate, and then all stuff would be downloaded. I'd be flying all around the room. and then all
the people were at the school dance. You were flying around.
I know, right? I was kind of introverted, and I had the download, the primary one. I had my guides coming in, but I didn't know who they were. But they're from another. They're from. I guess I'm a starseed, is what I would call it, and so I had guides that were coming in from the extraterrestrial places, and I didn't know really what it was, but they taught me that what you just said. They taught me that there is no limit to universes, and they go, higher and lower to infinite places, and it's hard for us to understand, and sideways, and in all directions, and physical universes, energetic universes, magnetic universes, the kind of universes are infinite. And then they said that that universes are always morphing, so there's never any set type of universe, that whenever we think we understand, and everything changes again. So it's kind of interesting.
Oh my goodness, that is really wild.
It's very wild. Hold on to your seats. Anyway, after the show, if you're around, I'm going to try to call you because I need to talk to you about something.
Oh, certainly, of course.
Okay, love. All right, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go to my first caller. I'm trying to find what happened to Deborah, who's supposed to be here in the queue.
There is a number there that I have not screened yet that just came in.
No, no.
We were talking, so that maybe that's her.
No, she's a 954 number. She was here before, and then she disappeared. She's probably having a little trouble making her connection. Not a big deal. I will get to her.
Is maybe she be listed as another name because we have a 954 on there?
No, because the first three letters are different also. Numbers are different also. And actually,
Okay.
let me go off now and do what I have to do.
Yep, connect to those babies.
Thank you, love. I'm going to put you back on hold, and you do your thing. Bye.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Christine, who is at area code 914. Hello, Christine. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you very much for taking my call.
Sure. I'm going to give you an overview of somebody that I have here for you, and then we'll see if this is who you. I do feel mother energy for you. First thing I hear right off the bat. Now, as you know, mother energy could be anything. Not anything. I mean, it could be a grandma, it could be a mother figure, it could be someone known to the family. But I hear this word mother for you so strongly. I'm going to just give it a broad stroke of development, and then I'll come back to you to see if you understand this person or if there's someone else that you're dying to speak with. 1 second, please. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so this particular female is she does not present herself as overweight. She presents herself as slender. Okay, now they can show at any time in their life, but she's giving me an outline of her body for first level of clairvoyance discovery of a slender physique, if you will. And her hair, again, they can show at any time in their life, is more of a shoulder length. And this looks like it's probably a hairstyle from the past, unless she liked to wear her hair this way. But it has a little bit of a flip towards the bottom as we get to the shoulders, and it's kind of puffy. It reminds me of something that was popular in the 60s and 60s, yeah, and with bangs. Okay, so she's showing me herself with a hairstyle that I would have seen maybe in that timeline. Okay, let me just see what else she wants to give me. Mother. Okay. Family memories. She's trying to give us family memories. Okay. Mom, I'm talking to this lovely soul in spirit. I need you to give me what you look like and, all the other things I've asked for earlier today. So the first thing she wants to do is she wants to go off in her own direction. Okay, I'll let you do that. There's memories of Christmas around her. Memories of Christmas around her. So that means it was an important holiday in the family. Do you understand Christmas, please, for your mother or someone in the family? Yeah. Okay. And she shows me mistletoe, and she shows me gifts giving, and all that. She says it was always her favorite time of year. Do you understand favorite time of year for that, please, for Mom?
Okay. Yes.
You do? Okay. She loves the family so much, and that's why the holidays was a time when everybody could come together. She says that right now you're feeling a little bit, I guess lonely, Christine, is the word she really, like almost, you're missing the connections of that glue at the family, when we have holidays. So she jumps from holiday time, holidays, Christmas family to you, and that you might be feeling a little bit disconnected right now from others. Do you understand that, please?
Yeah.
Okay, she wishes that she could help you in other ways than just coming in today this way. She says, but there's really nothing that she can do about it except to say it will take some time. You will get over this. And that with the proper amount of positive attitude and healing, eventually you will feel connected again. But you need to go through your own loss and mourning period. I do not feel it's about her as much as someone else. Do you understand, please?
Yes.
Okay. She says she loves you so much. She puts her hand on your shoulder, particularly your left shoulder right now, as if she's standing right behind you to kind of give you that feeling of love, of connection. There's a sense of somebody younger in the family to you, as if you have your own daughter, unless she's trying to present you to me again. But I believe she's trying to show me that there's a female in the family that's like another generation down from you. So that would mean you have a daughter or some sibling of yours has a daughter. Do you understand, please?
I don't have a daughter. No. Oh, my brother does have a daughter, yes.
Oh, okay, that's all. Yes, and when they give me those feelings, it's very generic. It could be across the board. She says hello to her granddaughter and you. She says that you have been taking better care of yourself lately than you were before. She's glad to see some improvement in you after your loss. And I get this sense of you sort of everything falling apart and you being devastated for quite a period of time, but you're coming out of it now. So she comes in a different way than most souls come in today for me to talk to you. And that being that she's talking mostly about you and your life and providing that as evidence. Do you understand, please, that things sort of fell apart before, but you're coming out of it now? Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Okay. There's something about nutrition and fluids, taking enough fluids for you, and nutritionally complete meals she's talking about, and that you're doing better with that also. Fluids are very important for your nervous system, she says, to help calm you. Now, I have no idea why she would say that. It's not me saying it. She's giving me this information. So, as if she wants to give you chicken soup, but she's a little bit more progressive than chicken soup. She's actually talking about balanced meals and drinking enough fluids as part of your self-care regime. She says that will help you get over some of the loss you feel. Good self-care and good nutrition, she says, as a mother holding your face and holding you and kissing you. There's also something about a ring. She shows me a ring on her left hand. It looks like it would be on the wedding band hand. And I don't know why she shows me that. Does her wedding ring or a wedding ring have any significance to you, please?
No. Not that I can think of.
Okay. Well, just let the record state, she suddenly shows me as she holds your head that on her left hand she has a gold wedding ring. And I have no idea why she's showing me that. But I, give everything I get. She says you will find a ring soon. You will find a ring soon for yourself. So if you're having any affairs of the heart, like broken heart, and that's the loss, then she'll be referring to that. Do you understand, please?
Yes, I guess so. I hope so.
There you go. Okay, so that's what she means with the ring. And so just relax, Christine. Take each day, one a day at a time, Mom says. She says, soon you will find new horizons and a ring will come to you, and it will be your ring, and it will be for your heart. She says, I love you, and I send you my ring in place of that until that time.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye-bye. Okay, that was a beautiful session. Most of the time I ask souls when I'm doing, every day I do this actually. I do a meditation and I do a prayer. And in my prayer I talk to the possible souls that I will be working with in the future. And I usually ask them to please give me 5 pieces of information. And this lovely mother, who was an excellent communicator, was able to give me the 5th piece of information and do such a great job of it that we knew who she was. Okay, thank you, Christine's mom. Okay, believe that I have Deborah here. Let me just double check the phone number. There it is. Okay. Hello. Hi, Deborah. How are you, love? I was looking for you everywhere.
Hi, thank you. Good.
Okay, sweetheart. Now, I do have a feeling for you of someone on the other side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a broad stroke, and then we see if this is someone you can understand and if this is the one you want to speak with. Okay, if not,
Okay.
2 things. So the first thing is I do feel there's a mother figure for you here, someone waiting in spirit. This one seems a little bit older, like 2nd generation, one removed from you. At times, the older generation comes in to bring in a generation closer to us, but because they're more knowledgeable about spirit connections. This particular grandma, I'm believing it is a little bit on the rounder side, if you will. She seems to be somebody who's highly skilled in the kitchen because she wears over her dress, an apron. She also feels like, okay, her hair's back in a bun, there's wispiness to the hair, it's whiter in coloring, the vision that she's giving me right now, and there's also the feeling of a male under her. So this is either your father's mother, or this is your mother's mother, and then you have an uncle to go with your mother. Do you understand this, please, for anyone you would know from what I've said?
Well, sort of. I mean, I would think it would be my grandmother's mother and probably my father. My father just passed over recently.
Okay. And that would be who it is, trying to show us that side of the family because I feel a male under her. Okay, so she's going to, she's a very good cook, and there's some kind of, ethnic dishes. Now, I know your last name. Let me just see if I can see it again. Oh, I don't have it in front of me anymore. But these kind of dishes are more like Eastern European, and I don't think your last name was Eastern European.
Right, that's correct.
Yeah, so like pierogies and things like that, or that kind of a thing, which you would find more in Eastern Europe. Do you understand? For father's side of the family. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, excellent. She keeps going on. Excellent cook. I was excellent cook, and everything is important about food. Now let me see if I can move to your dad because that's probably who you want to speak with. Let's see if we can pull him in. Love. Okay. Why did all of a sudden the word love hits my tongue here? Dad, you want to come in, sweetheart? Father figure? He's still resting, she says some, but he is now developing a little bit more. Okay. There's something in the chest area that is relevant to his passing or transition as if it was a heart attack. Do you understand that for Dad, please?
I don't know what he passed of. I was his caretaker at the end, but he had a lot of things going on. He had cancer all over through his body.
Okay. Don't say it.
In the morning, he was just gone. Yeah.
Okay, sweetheart. And now when I give you questions, I'm gonna make it a little bit more strict. I'm gonna frame them. I just want a yes or no. So you don't know that, or I don't know. That's fine because we want to provide you evidence, and if you tell me everything, like some famous mediums do on some TV shows, we haven't accomplished the sacred art of mediumship and giving you closure. So let the record stay. I do see him lying down, and he brings me to his chest area, particularly on the left side. And he does show me something about heart-related illness. So part of what he passed from could have been that, because you said he had a myriad of things going on. But there is something specific in that area that also could relate to cancer as well. What I see is right under the heart as well, there's like a darkness there, a blackness there. So something going on in that area. That would be lungs, or it could be any other organ that's there. You don't need to answer on that, honey, because you probably don't know. Let me just continue. Okay, so dark hair, original color dark hair. Let me see here if he wants to show me more. Do you understand dark hair for Dad, please? Original color. Okay. Conservative haircut, a little longer on top, not particularly wavy. It's more on the straighter side. Do you understand that it may be his primary way of wearing his hair? Of course, they can show any time in their life, but what he shows me now is that it's more like short around the neck and the ears, and then it's a little bit longer on the top of the head. It's actually parted on the left side. Do you understand that for Dad, please?
Yeah.
Okay. And also there's some thinning on the top of the head. So the hair, maybe in his youth was thicker, but he shows me as he progresses towards a more senior time, there's thinning of the hair on the top of the head. For some reason or other, I don't see a lot of white hair. So he might have been one of the few people on Earth that doesn't get a lot of white hair. The hair stays its original color. Does that make sense to you, Deborah?
He had white hair at the end.
Okay, just yes or no. Just yes or no. Okay, so that would be a no. Okay, that's fine. But so let the record state that he does show me only the darker hair, but not real dark, medium brown to darker brown, but not not black. Okay, he says. Okay, he says I was a little on the fair side. He prefers to tell me rather than show me in terms of his complexion. Not terribly dark skin, but more of a lighter complexion, he says. He also didn't like to go out in the sun much. He says it used to bother his eyes quite a bit, considerably. He wasn't really a sun kind of person, out in the sun all the time. Now, I know you're from area code 954. It might be relevant in your family about going out in the sun. Do you understand, Dad, not going in the sun much, please?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Not sure.
Not sure. Okay, good. That's fine. He talks about not going in the sun more. It used to ruin his skin or whatever. Didn't feel good to him to be in the sun. It might also relate to some of the cancer that he had if he had melanoma or something like that, but I won't try to tie that up for you. It's something for you to think about. Okay, let's see. He says there's a few grandchildren in the family. He says you're not the only one. You're not the only one of your generation, but there's also some grandchildren. Do you understand that you're not the only one in your generation, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then there's a few grandchildren under you. Some are your own, he says, but there's some other siblings who have children. Do you understand, please?
Yes.
Okay, there's a big family, it looks like, real big family. Grandpa, and I want to say Grandpa, he says hello to everybody like Grandpa, not just to you. He says, hi, Deborah. Now, you were instrumental in some of his caretaking, weren't you? Yeah, he says he wants to thank you for that. He's so so grateful. And there's something about you serving him special things to eat here and there. One of them is a soup, or at least you made his food easy or palatable to get down the throat. Do you understand, please? Because he shows me soup. Or a bowl.
Yes.
Okay. He says that was one of his favorite dishes. He used to make a lot, but used to make it so I could get it down, to get it down my neck, down my throat. You were so considerate. He says, but also, he wasn't that considerate back. Okay, like it was a little bit short with you and other people. I see him like flagging you out of the room at times, like get out of here, get out of here. I want to be alone. I need to sleep. Because he wasn't feeling well. He was cranky. Right, he was cranky. He says, I know you didn't mind it. There's also a game he liked to play, maybe when he was feeling better, or maybe it was when he was ill, but I see somebody playing a board game with him, either checkers or chess or something like that. He liked games. You understand that, please?
Yes.
Okay, and also cards. He liked cards as well. He liked to play cards and well into the night when he was feeling better. But I think when he was in the bed, because he's showing me at the bed, somebody's coming there with a board game to play with him. It's just a simple board game. I think it's more on the checker side than chess at this point. But I think he has your father has a very active mind, and he liked the intrigue of strategy and the games in general. It's not just games. He's showing it to me as symbolized the mind, his mind, active mind, have to keep busy all the time. Now he coughs a little bit, so there's something else going in the chest area. Now I've said it 3 times, 3 different ways. I did not ask for validation. First time, dark spot, left lower chest. The second time, difficulty getting food down. Third time, now he shows me him coughing. Do you understand coughing and either esophageal or lung issues for Dad, please?
Yeah.
Okay. He says he suffered a lot. He didn't want everybody to know as much as he was. He really sometimes, literally, that's one of the reasons why he got people out of the room with him. He's, get away, get away. It's because he was having an episode. He shows me himself holding like a railing on the bed or something next to the bed that he could just brace himself. He says it's over now and he's happy. He's at peace. He's so happy that he's where he's laid to rest. He's very happy with that, the way that was done. I sense a brother to you as he speaks about helping with the decisions and you helping as well, but he also brings in your brother or a male to you. Could have been your husband. I feel a male got involved also with last decisions and how that was all carried out. Now, I don't know why that would be so, Deborah, because he was ill before he passed, but he's caring to say to me there was a male with you that helped make decisions about how he would be laid to rest. Do you understand that, please?
Yeah.
Okay, he's very pleased with everything. He says he's sorry that he didn't want to discuss that with you. It made it difficult on all of you, but he says he just couldn't. He just couldn't. So he's extremely grateful for everything you did, Deborah. You provided the continuity needed for him to move from the earth world into the spirit world. He says, everybody's here with me now. He says, I'm having a great time, which he's showing me this personality now, big personality, which he didn't show till just now. He says, I'm happy. I'm big. I'm a big person. So he's a big personality, ultimately. And when he's feeling well, he's got this loving nature to him. Do you understand, Deborah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he says goodbye. He says hello to his grandson. I think you must have a son. He's saying it like as if you have a son. Do you understand son from you, please?
Yes.
Okay. He says, say hello to him for me. I think your son seems like about 8 to 12 years old. How old is your son?
I have 2, 32 and 21.
Let's add up 3, 2, and 2, 1, and then we get that number. 32 is 5, plus 3 is 8. Isn't that funny? That is weird. Oh, I never had that happen before. Thanks, Dad. Well, to him, there'll always be little boys. To him, there'll always be little boys. I think it's the younger one, though, that is more his favorite. And I know he doesn't want to say that, but the younger one he was very, very friendly with, more so than the older one. The older one's more of an independent type, he says, although both of them are beautiful sons. And he says, carry on for me, Deborah, carry on for me. Deborah, honey, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, sweetheart. Well, I'm sorry for your loss, love. Sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
All right, honey. God bless, and may you have a beautiful day, honey. And know that your father's there
Thank
with you, okay, honey? Okay, you're welcome, love. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. So difficult to have our losses, you know. I knew when my mother was passing that she would pass, but even though when it happened, it was surreal. It's really hard to let go of our parents, or anyone for that matter that's very close to us. Okay, I'm going to move on then to... Okay, we've got somebody who's been waiting here quite a while. This is Novi at 713. Hello, Novi. Hello, Novi.
Hello.
Good. I was just about to say goodbye, Novi. Okay, love. I guess you must have some other people in the room with you, and therefore you have me on speaker. Is that correct, love?
Oh no, I just got tired of holding it on my my neck.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, I do feel a mother figure for you, okay? It was kind of funny because as I was thinking there's somebody in the room with you, I thought your mother was there with you, and now I realize why I got that sense. So you must have a mother figure in spirit. Of course, a mother figure could be your mother, could be a mother-in-law, it could be a person that was like a mother. It could be also grandmas, grandaunts, you know, a whole gamut of different individuals. Are you wanting to speak with a mother figure before I develop that, or did you have someone else in mind, please?
I don't have anybody in mind.
Okay. Let's see what we get here then. Okay, so this one looks a little bit more like a grandma figure, unless your mom lived to a advanced old age. But what I see, the first thing is I close my eyes for a second. I see this this skirt. She's wearing a dress, but it goes down to mid-calf level, and she's wearing older kind of person shoes, you know, more practical shoes, and grandma type. It hits me as a grandma type. She's got an apron on. She liked to wear her hair back off the face. I see gray hair, so like a steel gray kind of to darker, like steel gray to darker realm, and there's a kind of nappiness or frizziness to the hair, but it's still pulled back into a bun. I also have a sense of a male under her, so this would probably be somebody on the father side of the family. Now I need to understand, do you or it could be your mother's brother or whatever. Are you familiar with your father's side of the family and grandparents there, please?
Yes.
Okay, good. Does this sound like a grandparent to you or a mother figure that you can understand from what I've said so far, please?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, honey, it's not always thank you, but sometimes people don't. Sometimes people don't understand. So that's thank you. Okay, yeah, she's there. She's laughing a little bit at me. She's going heh heh heh, and she shows her body at different weights, a little bit thinner, and then also a little bit heavier, like different kinds of weights, to show that she was pretty much a medium build kind of person. I'm not saying height because I don't see the height just now, but like she was carrying a little extra weight, and then she shows me herself thinning down. So she could have thinned down towards the end of her life, I'm assuming. I'm not quite sure, but I see her getting more, okay, I hear the word emaciated, over time. So getting thinner and thinner and frailer and frailer. But still, even though she's getting thinner, she's still able to get around. Still able to get around, and she's active. She doesn't like to lie down and be sick. But you know, believe me, there's something here that she's trying to tell us about all of this, and it's that she didn't like to lie in bed and just be still, even though she's hiding an illness from people, or she's more ill than she wants anyone to understand. Are you familiar with that concept, please, for Grandma?
No.
Okay. Were you around enough to have known?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, what she's showing me is whatever was in her body was developing before people understood it was there. Okay. Whatever took her life was developing under the surface, and that she's getting thinner over time. Do you understand thinness for grandma as she progresses in age?
I understand thinness, but the answer would be no.
You understand thinness, but the answer would be no. And why? I would have to.
For the grandmother.
Okay, so maybe it's not a grandma that we have here. So let's put it all together. I saw maybe the soul morphed a little bit, because sometimes they do that, and she didn't show me the connection to the next soul. But what I saw was this older woman, looked like a grandma type. She's wearing an apron and a longer skirt, practical shoes. The skirt ends longer dress or skirt ends mid-calf, hair back in a bun or off the face, nappier kind of hair texture, steel gray to darker original color, and she gives me a sense of male under her, so as if it's your father's mother on the father's side of the family. You said you understood that, right?
Well, yeah, I understand the mother male underneath the father.
Do you understand the description I just made for a grandma figure or a mother figure to you? I'll widen it a little bit.
Well, it would cater to either side of the family, though.
That's fine. At least I got that. I need to understand, because I don't want to pin it to one person until you have it pinned. Okay, I'm not trying to force it. I'm just trying to find out.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to. I'm listening to you, and I have other people in my mind, but you're not saying something that would trigger to be that person. So
okay, that's fine.
That's why I'm saying that.
Okay, perfect. So
because I heard you earlier just say yes or no, so that's why I'm just trying to stick with the yes and no.
No, you're doing great. No, you're doing great. You're doing exactly what I need you to do. And so let's just say we have in front of us a woman who presents physically with that description. And so then what I saw after that is I saw a body type. One was a little bit fuller figured, and then one got thinner with higher, smaller breasts. I was assuming, and this could be erroneous on my part, that it was the same person. Perhaps it is too. Let me see what else I got. See if there was anything else. Oh, a sense of this person, whoever it is, of having an illness, but she's getting thinner as she gets older, but she's not showing, she's still walking around and still looking like she's functioning. In other words, and that before she was diagnosed, she had symptoms, not might have, she had symptoms. But she didn't share those symptoms. She always tried to keep on this firm upper lip kind of thing of, I'm all right, I'm getting around, no, don't ask those questions. And she might have been showing some symptoms, but she's not letting anyone know she's not feeling that well. So again, you may not be able to pin this on anyone yet, but I'm just going to continue, okay?
Okay.
Let's see what else we can get, because that one kind of really threw you out of the loop there. Let me see what else she wants to show. Okay, now what I get is in the chest area, there's breathing difficulties. I literally feel like somebody has their hand on my lungs, both hands, and are squeezing them. It's like I can't get air into my lungs. I'm back on this thin person. I'm sticking with the thin person now. And she's living to an advanced age. It looks like she's living with a younger family member. So if she's somebody's grandma or friend or whatever, she's in a home where there's other people around. She's okay. So then now she moves the feeling into the stomach area as well. A little bit of nausea, and so shortness of breath, squeezing in the chest area, nausea. Not feeling well for quite some time. Wished that she could have gotten out of the house more to get the fresh air in, but didn't have the energy. Again, not complaining, not letting other people know why she's not going out as much. I actually see a house. Reminds me of something that would be in more of a suburban area. It has like a basement to it that opens up into a yard, as if part of the living area were a basement as well. And she might have gone out more into the fresh air when she was feeling well. But I see her, in the basement, or mostly in the basement. It's not a basement. it's like a finished basement. So there's something in the home there.
Mhm.
Okay, you understand that?
Mhm.
Yeah, and she's
Mhm.
she's there. She's saying to people around her, "No, I don't need to go out back. I can get the fresh air here." And so she's trying to show me that she's not wanting to leave the house as much anymore. So it's just, slowing down. She's not letting anybody know yet what's going on in her chest. Okay?
Mhm.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a mother figure to you. I don't know who it is, okay? And I'm just I don't need to know because you're going but I do hear the words mother figure to you.
Mhm.
I also feel close to the family. Family friend or a direct line, I don't know, but I'm hearing, what did she exactly say a moment ago? Was family friend. So if she's not exactly bloodline, then she's certainly close enough to be like a mother to you around the house a lot. And she also says, I didn't get into anybody's trouble or anybody's business. I kept, always try to be around, constructive, not really being a burden on others. I didn't want to be a burden on anyone. And she says, particularly you, Novi, she didn't want to complain. Didn't want to complain a lot. And she's laughing a little bit, saying, I could have complained a lot, but I always held a lot of things in. Now, she keeps saying this throughout the time I'm working with you. It started in the beginning in a different way, and she's continuing this way. So there's something significant about complaining or not complaining, health issues, not having them, that she wants to relay. I'm trying to move us towards your personal message. What are you trying to say, Grandma? There's also an M-A-M, ma'am or mammy or I don't know whose name that is, but all of a sudden that name pops in. Does that name have any significance to you?
No.
Okay, well, just hold on to it. Maybe it's for somebody else, but it's very clear. M-A-M or M-A-I-M-I-E. Mam-E or ma'am. Okay, hold on. It could be anybody, by the way, that you know. It doesn't have to be the soul and spirit. That's how they use the names. Okay, let me just see here. What else you want to say? There's something about M-A-I-M or M-A-M in this person that's very important. I don't know what that means, sweetheart. It could even be a town or street or something else. But it keeps coming in as I look at her now, seated in that shallow basement that has an opening to go outside. And now she shows me herself with a scarf on her head and just another picture of herself. I don't know what she wants to say. I'm trying to get her to move herself towards a personal message for you. Take care of your work more. Continue doing what you're doing. Take care of your work more. Listen up to family and friends. They have good advice for you these days. She says, I wish I was there to give you my 2 cents, but I'm not. She says, but this is the best I can do, is continue to study to get wiser, because eventually you will have exactly what you want. So I don't know if that means you're actually in school or just life in general. I hope that message makes some sense to you, but it's something about learning lessons and moving forward. Does that make sense to you, please, Novi?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to leave you with that. Do you know who this person is?
Well, you're kind of describing some of it that I could associate it with that individual, but I was waiting to hear something else to give me validation because I'm not quite sure.
Okay. I have no idea what else I can tell you other than what she's giving me, so we're going to have to leave it at that for today. Okay, my dear?
Oh, okay.
Thank you, honey. God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay, let's see who else we can work with before the end of this session today. Okay. And so I will move. I don't think I did Stacy yet. I don't remember. Let's go to Stacy. Stacy, have I worked with you yet today, honey?
No.
Okay, well, that's a nice, loud, clear answer. Oh, God. Okay, let me see who we have in spirit for you today. Okay?
Okay.
All right. What I feel is more of a male energy to you. There's two souls. One is more of a father figure, and one feels a little bit more in your age group, like peer energy to you. Could be a brother, friend, or spouse, something like that. There's two different men that are sitting here for you. Let me just see if I could develop one or the other who wants to pop through, Stacy. Hold on. Father. Okay, the father wants to talk. Father figure wants to talk first. I first see the original color of the hair. The color he's showing me right now is a brown color. There's some golden highlights in it. It's longer on the top than the sides of the head. There's a the hair has some body to it and some like waviness to it, and just a little bit of frizzy waviness to it. He also says something about having high intellect and knowing himself well, and he may not be your father because he also says family friend. And there's something about cardiovascular issues for this person. In other words, heart and or circulation issues. And there's also a slenderness to his form. There's a little bit of a stomach on him, but not a huge stomach. Just the part of getting older. There's a sense of two under him, like two children. And if he's not your father, I need to leave that open right now. Then he's a friend of the family or someone like that. There's a sense of two under him. At least one girl. Do you understand this, please, for anyone you would know from what I've said?
Not. I can't pinpoint who.
Okay.
I have an idea, but I don't know. He would have been a client of mine, not a father.
That's fine. And is this client of an older age group to you?
Yes.
Okay, because he said family, friend, or friend, so he was trying to move me off of father. But also father figure could be somebody who is a father out there or just of an older age group, the way it works in my camp. He's slender. He shows me, right? He shows me some of the gold. There's a little bit of golden kind of highlights in the hair, as if he had like a chestnut kind of original color. And again, I said there's some nappiness to the hair. Not nappy, but there's whatever you want to call it. There's a little bit of frizz and wave in the hair, more body. Some people have this straight, silky hair. He has more of like a body kind of hair. And there's a suddenness to passing. It's not something that's understood. In other words, it's not expected. There's something very sudden about this. And there's at least one. Now he shows me a son under him. I think I said girl before. Now I see son. I felt two children. Do you understand this, please, for this person that you're thinking it is or someone else?
Yes.
Okay. He says hello to you. And he's actually literally clapping his hands like, hallelujah, you got who I am. I'm so glad that you could get who I am. He's so glad that he can make this communication because he's not been able to really communicate much with people on Earth since he's transitioned, which again was very sudden. And there's a sense of a female older than him, like a mother figure. So I just want to see what that means. If his mother was there to greet him or if his mother was left on Earth. In other words, if he died earlier than his mother. I'm going to find out. His mother was there to greet him at the pearly gates, a female. So grandma or mother, I'll just leave it open like that. His mother was there. He's not alone. He's okay. The main message here, he's okay. He shows me the color green, which means lots of healing going on. Lots of healing going on, not only for me to get over the suddenness of the transition, but also the family on Earth. He says, you've done a good job of putting things back together again for me. So if I don't know how that works for you, maybe he's a financial client of yours or whatever, he actually says you put something back together again for him after his transition. Does that make sense to you, please?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So, he says, take care of your little ones, your children. You must have children, yes? Or they're pets. Usually it's children. Do you have children, please?
One.
Okay, take care of your little ones. He said he made it plural, so I'll just make it singular then. Take care of your little one. Take care of your family. Take care of everyone. Know that I'm safe and sound here in the spirit world. He says I love everyone, and he says bon voyage. Now that could mean you're either taking a trip or he's ready to leave the room, the spirit room, right now. Are you going on a trip?
I would love to.
Okay. Well, he likes to use the word. He's a character, bon voyage. He is. All right. Well, he's leaving the room right now. In other words, he's saying goodbye. He's giving me other things. He's actually showing me himself physically more, but I don't need to give you all that because we've given you plenty of evidence. He's just happy that you called in today. I don't know if this is who you want to speak with, sweetheart, but I'm going to go to one other caller that's waiting before the show ends. You can always call in another time. Okay, honey?
Thanks.
Thank you, honey. Thanks. Bye. Okay, I'm going to go to 619, nameless person. Hello, who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is Donna.
Hi, Donna. Is this the same Is this the no, I don't know which Donna this is. Not Donna H, because I work with her Monday.
No.
And it's not D, who I was thinking it might be. Okay, Donna. Donna is Donna. I got to accept Donna.
Yeah.
Where are you calling from? Where's 619?
That's San Diego.
San Diego. Okay. It's funny how I make a show earlier in the day and I get people from the West Coast. Isn't that funny? My Monday night show, I don't get as many from the West Coast. Okay. There is a mother figure here with me for you. Okay. She actually shows me herself in the kitchen, and she shows me a kitchen. I don't want to go into a long description of the kitchen, just suffice, because it gets to be too much on the radio show. But they actually give me a lot. They give me a lot of visuals. Okay. I guess you must be eating breakfast then. What time is it your time? Or you must have just had breakfast. That must be part of it.
No, I haven't eaten yet. No.
You haven't even eaten yet. Okay. Well, she shows me a kitchen. Yeah. She shows me a smaller kitchen with a table next to a window. And there's something about, you're going to laugh, okay? But I do need to give you everything I get. This is a clown standing there. Now, clown could symbolize that's something about Ronald McDonald. That was the symbol for Ronald McDonald. But okay, so she likes that. When I say Ronald McDonald, she goes with it. She says, I want you to get a good breakfast in you this time. She says, you're not taking care of your health the way I'd like it to eat. You're going with the junk food, a little fattier and a little spicier than I think you would work for you. And she shows me, she's showing me something about a rounder figure. Either you have the rounder figure or she has the rounder figure, but one of you's got a rounder figure, and I think she's showing me, she might be saying to you to take care of your body better.
Yeah, I gained a little weight, yeah.
Okay, and she's...
A little bit, not a lot.
Okay, but she's onto it. She's onto it. She wants to. That might have been a personality characteristic of hers that like always on a thing. Telling you to do this and that, whatever. Okay, and she's take care of your health. Don't go with the the quick food or the fast food. Just take care. I also see. I don't think this is her. I think she's showing me you that you have dark hair. And it's layered, and it's like shorter to mid-length, and it's waved or it's set nicely. Was that her hair or your hair? Somebody's hair.
That's not my hair. Well, hers was set. No, it doesn't sound like either. So
okay.
I'm not sure who that is.
Well, this is this is dark hair. Okay. It's and they can show at any time in their life in the spirit world. Okay. And this might be her body then that I'm seeing. So what I see is dark hair that's not real long. It's layered, and it looks like she has a little bit of like as if it was set and then combed out. Okay, it's very, very, okay, it's very distinct. Yeah, and I think did she have extra weight on her, because I see a female here. She did not.
She was thin.
She was thin. Okay. Well, let the record state, I see a woman who has a little extra weight on her with this shorter dark hair, but it's not real short. And I don't know who that is. This person has so it might not be your mom, that maybe somebody else stepped into the room. This person that I see has a straight nose that's kind of pointed towards the tip. She's very pretty. She has a mid-olive complexion, this particular woman I'm seeing here with me. She could be another family member that's with your mother in spirit, because I know I have your mother here, but I also have another family member. And this family member has heart issues, health issues, and had them for some time. And she looks like she's overweight. Okay, I'm sticking with this. I'm sticking with this.
Okay.
All right, now, she could be a sister of your mother or your sister. It feels a lateral energy, as if she's somebody's sister or aunt or something like that. Do you understand an aunt or your own sister, please?
Well, my sister's here living, so it's not her.
You said your mother is living? Yeah. Did you say your mother is living?
My sister is living.
Okay.
So it's not my sister.
Does your mother have a sister?
No, she does not.
Okay.
She does not.
All right. Well, I don't know who this is. Okay, this is kind of funny. All right, she's telling me who it is. Did your mother have somebody caring for her? Was she ill towards the end of her life?
She did not have anything.
90 seconds.
Her husband, but other than that.
Okay, because she says this was a nurse that was caring for her. So if she was ill at some point and maybe in and out of the hospital, so I don't know. I'll just leave it like that, or or a friend or something like that. All right, let me see if I can get Mom then more specifically. The show is about to end, but I will continue with you past the end of it. Because I know I have Mom here. I know she's scolding you a little bit about eating right. I know the hair was right because you already told me the hair was right. But there's this other woman that's here, and that's kind of somebody that cared for her, sister energy to her. We'll leave it alone. Please step aside to that person. Okay. Cancer. Okay, so now you already told me your mother was thin, so I already, it's already in my head. I'm influenced, but now I see her as thin. I also I do see the hair a little different from what I just described. No, I see it's more as if it's stronger curls to it, but still like as if it was set and that it was combed back off the face.
Yeah, right. That's correct.
Okay, and then she also shows me glasses. So she wore glasses from time to time. She does show it an advanced wrinkling to the face. And there's okay, so advanced age. Sometimes they just show me wrinkling. So I see her now.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
She's laughing a little bit. Her nose is even to her features. She has more width at the cheekbone around the eye area, but a narrowness as we move into the jaw. Her nose is a little bit wide. Lips are a little on the thinner side in this particular image she's giving me. She says she loved life. She says she loved life when she was alive. She's a very lively kind of personality and temperament. There's a sense I had before, and I want to see if I can bring it back before I speak, love, of her wasting away. Let me see if she could give me that. Wasting away health issues for some time, and making her get even thinner and thinner. She says, "Oh my goodness, it couldn't hold any weight on me." She says it had to do with her illness, which is a wasting away, which feels like cancer. Do you understand cancer for Mom, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. She says I couldn't get out towards the end. I was kind of pretty much stuck at home as I felt very weak, very ill. There's almost a liquid diet that she's on, or she's not able to get food down very well.
Yeah.
There's something around the neck and shoulder area that is in that area is particularly interesting. She pulls me into her neck, lower neck, to where it meets the shoulders, as if I don't know why, honey. I'll just say that area looks even more emaciated than the rest of her body. So there's something going on in the upper chest to lower neck area there. Do you understand that as part of where maybe the cancer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Okay. She says, she's going, oh my goodness. That was difficult for her. Very, very difficult.
Oh, yeah.
She says, everybody was so kind to me, you included, my love. So kind to me. Everybody was so patient with me. She says, I didn't even have the strength to complain, though. She says, it was beyond unbelievable.
Right.
She says, they made me as comfortable as I could be. In other words, palliative care towards the end. And she says, when I left Earth, I was ready to go. Now, I know your father helped in the caring of her, but I also feel, not that this was caretaking for her, but I feel under her a male, meaning you have a brother. Do you have a brother, please?
No.
Okay. Do you have a husband?
No.
Do you have a husband, please?
No, I don't.
Okay. I don't know who that is. Maybe your father has a son if it was a second marriage, but there seems to be a male under her in age. Okay, we'll leave that alone. Okay, and it could have also been a doctor, somebody like that, but I felt the male under her that's around the situation. So who that is, I don't know.
Well, her husband is slightly younger, so it might have been him.
Oh, okay, that could be it.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. How many years?
Yeah.
How many years younger did you say?
A good 18.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. Oh, okay, wow. That's interesting. So she's coming in very clearly because she's giving us specific information that I would have no way of knowing, particularly this sense of a younger man around her as I'm talking about caring for her. So she sends you her love. She sends you a yellow rose she sends you a yellow rose. Yellow roses are important, she says, for health, caring, nutrition. Okay, Mom, if you say yellow roses. And she, yellow is the color of wisdom. Okay?
Yeah.
Yellow is always the color of wisdom. So and love, of course, because it's a rose. So she wants you to be wise, to take care of your health, and she sends you her love with this rose. Okay, honey?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
so
love.
much.
Okay, honey, thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yes, my pleasure.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll have another show where I do life readings as well as other side connections. Thank you all so much for calling in. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.